Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I am your Master Cosmologist here with your weekly forecast for the week of May 25th through May 30th, 2026. The word that I channeled for all signs this week is the word avatar. Okay, so this is actually pretty complicated. I'm going to back up just a little bit to give you a little bit of reference material, and then we will dive into the details that are coming through and some cards on deck. I have the Galactic Star Tarot and the Oracle of the Phoenix. Seems pretty appropriate. All right, so I scribbled some other things on here. You can't really read it, but I have these split into two binaries. I have these split into two different classifications. Basically, they are a digital and a physical. There is a difference between the expression of how this energy is playing out. That was 111 on the timer. We are sitting at 3 degrees of Sagittarius as I am recording. This is a mastery degree of Sagittarius, and I feel like the energy is actually starting right now. With this 3-degree mastery mark, it's really bringing up some superhero-ish and some X-Men powers and how one interfaces with the field. So what I was saying is that there is going to be this difference in how they express. We have a very ancient classification of what an avatar is, and then we have a modern classification of what an avatar is, and people will kind of bifurcate into one of two categories. I'm actually seeing this a lot come up in my YouTube feed where people are talking about it's not real, it's a simulation, yada, yada, yada. So you have the people who will not fully incarnate. They will not fully drop all of their aspects, different facets, different levels into their human form. And they will basically be playing a video game. They are what we would call an NPC. It's someone who has not learned to turn on their powers by becoming a totality, by becoming one. It's someone who has opted out, basically. So they will be a graphical representation, a digital proxy of their character. And then you have the historical Sanskrit definition, which is a bodily incarnation of a deity. It's an embodiment. It's being fully incarnate. We are sitting at the sun at 24, gate 24, which is the gate of application. This is a teacher. This is letting me know that over the past couple of weeks, we have been rapidly progressing, rapidly maturing into our ideal state. Some of us, a select number of us, and learning how to blend the mage and the sage. That was the channeled message that came through last week, was the unification of these two. Basically, an avatar is someone who is not just a bodhisattva or an arhat. They are able to combine and become both. However, the selection leans more towards one expression or another. It's complicated. I'm not going to go all the way into it, but we've become a smage, and that smage is a deeply trusted guide. These are basically Buddhic souls living in their dharma who are expressing their Siddhic state. And they are also masters of the gift state and the shadow state, if you're looking at the gene keys. These are reality manipulators, and I'm not using that in a negative quality. They have really mastered reality. 444 on that timer there. So these deeply trusted guides are rising this week It's a resurrection type of energy, kind of like a comeback. Beings that have not walked on this planet for millennia will suddenly be strolling through your local grocery store, strolling through your hood. Something that's been coming through a lot in the last couple of days is the Mahasiddha, which is a character. Well, actually, I wanted to say avatar. I'm not used to using the word avatar, so let's fit it into the vernacular here. It's an avatar being who has mastered their genius and is quite adept and quite the Hyoka, or the trickster spirit, or just a spirit that is expressing through Leela, divine play, 555 at that mark. And I'm hearing to leave it at that. Let's go into cards, because I'm going to get a little too a little too lofty for the average viewer. I mean, if you're here, if you're rocking it, I don't think you fall into that category. Actually, what's really cool too, my eyes were drawn to some cards that I left out on my desk. I was joking around on a video. I said maybe I need to be a sex ed teacher and teach Immaculate Conception. And I flipped these two cards over, and it was birth and teacher, and it was like, ha ha ha, maybe you should. But what it's symbolizing to me right here, right now, is the birth of these teachers, these Buddhas, basically, the Mahasiddha, and different combinations of the mage and the sage, and how they would present and express on the planet right now. It's the birth of very wise, advanced Ascended Masters is what I heard. Ascended Masters. So welcome all you Ascended Masters. New ideas are calling at this time. Be open to them. There's a lot of tiredness right now. Need to nurture, rest, nap. The upgrades, the updates, the platform, the system migration, it's all very intense. This is a lot of... It takes the body a lot to go through this. It's very tiring. So be easy on yourself. Do what you can. Don't take on more than you can handle right now physically is a caution, because it's like being supercharged, and it's extremely taxing to go through. Let's see. Where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? I feel like there's some big epiphany that wants to come out, and it's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't seem to maybe relate it. Give me 1 second. I'm just letting my brain process. Okay, so that's another thing that I'm being coached through here, is that words might not be wording, your mouth might not be mouthing. There is a big change to the brain. The sun will get to 5 degrees of Gemini in 2 days. That will be Tuesday. I feel like be prepared for your mind to just be on the fritz and glitching as you perform all these updates and upgrades. Codes, codes, codes. It sounds super cheese. It sounds kind of generic, but it's not. It's what's happening. 911. Take care of yourself. Ooh, the 10 of Discs. This is giving me a kitchen. It's giving me a lot of pieces of matter. So it's coming through like Play-Doh. It's coming through as molding and manipulating. As you go through this process, it's not just data, it's actual modification, physical modification. Like you're genes and your cells and all of your body. If you are looking kind of funky, that was 10 on the timer. I like the numbers are numbering really hard. The math is mathing really hard right now. 10 is the mastery number of Taurus. So it's like clay. It's like being remodeled and molded. There's an interesting cast of characters at this table here. There's children, there's adults, and then there's the elderly. You're going to feel like all of that all at once. It's telling me that you're going to feel very mature and very old. You're going to feel very young and youthful and innocent and refreshed. And you're also going to be asked to adult and take care of there's a lot going on, you know, it's complex. There's a lot of complexity here. So adult where you can, nurture yourself like a child where you can, step up and rise up to that elder, more mature, taking on more, what's being asked of you to step into, to rise into. Just be easy on yourself as it all goes down. Let's get a Phoenix Oracle card. 1111 there. See, the math be mathin'. Okay, so since the math is mathing, it's telling me that you can't just ignore the angel numbers or just think it's cutesy-wootsy. It's literally the mathing. It's the sequencing. It's the coding. You know, if you haven't coded your reality yet, you got to go back and do the remedial work. You've got to assign data and meaning to all of those, or else you can't function as an avatar. If you haven't done that work, you have to go back and do your homework, basically. What does that mean? What does that mean? Go figure it out. Money. Interesting. I was not expecting that type of archetype to come through, that type of card. I mean, we have the 10 of discs. 10 of dicks. I almost said 10 of dicks. I think I said that because it's about receiving, and this kitchen image is giving me a feminine modality of earning money, where one of the things that might be switching off is yanging or hustling or feeling like you have to work really hard to attract. This is telling me that one of the conversions going on right now is a more law of attraction based operating system, which is going to feel counterintuitive for a lot of us who are very energetic, yang, go-getter type of qualities, type of operating. That's one of the system updates, is we are not in the 10 of dicks energy anymore, meaning that that old way of performance-based climbing the corporate ladder, striving, hustling, it's totally different is what it's telling me. It's doing a 180, and that's some of the tiredness. And you're also going to go through some strange, it's feeling very, how do I want to put this? Like plasticity. You're going to feel kind of pulled in different directions. Like, I got to work really hard and I got to yang for this, where it's going to be like, your body's going to be like, okay, now do this. And it's going to feel very counter and incorrect. It's going to feel like you're being lazy or you're being guided incorrectly because of what you've always known. It's saying to go with the flow, listen to your intuition, and I feel like the next sentiment there is coming through with the card. Let's see. Too many cards falling everywhere. Let's set those aside. We have the Star and the 7 of Wands. Yeah. This is very attractive. It's a shining quality. It's subtle energy as well. It's this subtle luminosity, this subtle radiance that is going to pull things in, where the Seven of Wands energy here is giving me hustle. It's like that's going to get put down here. That's going underground. That's being retired. I pulled a really interesting, I don't know if I can pull it back out, card earlier. Oh, it doesn't matter. Just know it's being retired. It's being turned under, basically. Anything else that wants to come through? Am I to pull anything else right now? Yes, I heard to draw this card back over here. This is a card that I pulled for the daily today. It is Xenial. There is this Sagittarian expansive quality of being open to being relocated and moved. Not just physically, like your home situation relocated, but the way the avatar is going to move, think of one being very joystick and manipulated. That would be the graphical representation side. And then the bodily incarnated, fully incarnated side, avatar, gets moved around. How shall I put this? I'm seeing a chessboard. It's more manually, you know, it's more paying attention to the numbers, paying attention to the clues, paying attention to the animals, the synchronicities. That's the physical world, the real world, interfacing with your real body to glide you along. She has this gliding quality. I'm just seeing like the queen being slid across the chessboard gracefully, where the other graphical one feels much more janky and yeah, it's not graceful at all. It's not elegant. It feels like Frogger. Like it's constantly, they're playing two different games, okay? These two types. And I'm called to cut it there, go to the individual signs, and call it a message. Because my mind's going to go afterwards. All right, guys, it was nice reading for you, and I'll see you on another one. See, words ain't wording. Words ain't wording. That's always a sign to shut it. Cut it.